Welcome back, everybody. This is ANJ Repair. Today we're doing an oil change for a 2013 Cadillac XTS, and this is a similar procedure for all GM cars that are 3.6 liter. So follow along, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll know how to do an oil change for your own vehicle.
Guys, the tools you need for this is we like to use gloves to keep ourselves clean, and then you need a 3/8 ratchet and then a 15mm socket. And these tools will work for most GM cars because the drain plug's 15mm.
You want to open the filter. It's easier to do it from the top, but you can do it from the bottom as well. So we like to do it from the top, and Ali's going to show you how to open it up.
Yep. So we put a drain can underneath just so that it drains onto it and it doesn't make a mess.
And we got a drain can down there.
And then you just want to turn it. I've already pre-loosened it a little bit. Then you just keep turning. Be careful. The exhaust is right there. You can burn your hand if the car's been driven for a long time.
Yeah, so you want to wait a while if you've been driving it, so the car just like cools down so you don't burn your hand.
Yeah.
The old oil filter, these need to be crushed after you use them. Or
you can take them to O'Reilly's and they'll take it too, and your used oil as well. So don't throw your oil away. So don't throw your oil away in the trash or down the sink. Just take your oil with your used filter right there to O'Reilly's and they'll take care of it for you for free.
all right. And then this is the new filter right here. The beautiful bad boy.
So then when you're putting the new filter on, you want to get a little bit of the old oil and then lubricate the top gasket right here like this. Because if you don't, and if you tighten it dry, it'll be very, very difficult to take it out when you're doing your next oil change. I like to use brake clean to get all the oil residue out. So like right here, just give it a little spray right there to get all the residue out. You would ideally use rags, but I don't have any right now, so we're using brake clean. But just spray a little bit, not too much. Right, guys, here's Justin underneath the car in a weird shape, loosening the drain plug. It's gonna be right there, right next to the exhaust pipe, so be careful. Still, it's hot.
It's hot. Yeah.
We have our drain pan right underneath, and he's just gonna crack it loose. Alright guys, the oil is draining now, and we're gonna set it. The engine hasn't been running for a little bit, so cold oil drains out a little slower. So we're gonna let it sit for at least 10 minutes, and then once it drains all the way, we'll come back. Like this. That's usually when I put it back on, because it means that 99% of the oil is out. You can never get 100% of the oil out because it sits behind the valves and the valve cover. So when it drips like that, that's when I know it's ready to be tightened up. And we're gonna use the same tools that we mentioned to just close it up. You don't want to use power tools to tighten this up because you can strip it. So, and you don't want to tighten it too much, just right. There we go. That's about fine. And use a cloth to clean it up. And there you go. Now you're ready to add new oil. Alright guys, so this is 530 synthetic oil. We forgot our funnel, so I like to add it like this when I forget it. Just be very cautious of where it goes. And this car takes 6 quarts of this oil.
So this right here is 1 quart.
Yep, this is 1
And then we
quart.
have another bottle here. It's 5 quarts. Be very careful if you don't have a funnel.
End of it. We do want to just mention something. These parts and fluids that we buy, they are 100% the owner's responsibility. Of course, we will recommend what fluids and parts you need, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. So whatever you want to choose, we'll put in the vehicle. But we will advise you before we do that too. I got to check the oil level. You're gonna take this out. You're gonna clean it up first. Make sure there's no oil residue on it. Put it back inside.
Yeah.
And if you look, right in between, almost a full mark. So it's all good. Full with oil.